Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Big hello to all the new subscribers. Here's a quick video. If you watched my last video, I told you just never know what's going to show up here, and today, prime example. Hey, guess what? It's Christmas in June. Had a lady come in cleaning out an old shed, and her husband told her to call me and see if I wanted these old outboards. She called me and said, yeah, I got a couple small outboards. My husband, son, whoever, tried to repair them or was gonna repair them. Project he never got to. They've been sitting around, and a lot of Christmas in June, that don't even make no sense. You understand? If it could be Christmas, couldn't it be other holidays? I don't exactly know what you mean or what you're trying to say. So I got them, and this is how, not all, but many of the motors I get show up to me. What I'm going to show you here is how I normally, or at least often, get these motors, and this is the kind of shape. Doesn't bother me. I'm happy to have the parts, happy to have the motors, very happy to have both of these. I believe both will run, both will be put back in service, and to me that's what it's all about. So let's take a look. Okay. The first Canada is in my tank. You understand? Now, that is a little Honda 15. Been sitting for a long time. But looky there. It's got electric start on it. It had no spark plugs in it when I got it. And I'll show you some other stuff about it. There is no carburetor. This was unhooked, the gas clip. As you can see, these aren't the correct nuts that go on a T-stack cover, so that was just laying in there, so I just grabbed a couple nuts that fit and put it back on. You can see there's some rust in that handle. Didn't see no creeper crawlers. But let me show you what it did. Now keep in mind this thing was laying on its side and everything, so she's going to smoke a little bit. And this is a 4-stroker. I checked the oil, it's dirty as can be. But here's a can of starter fluid. I'm going to spray some right down in that little intake where the carburetor would go. So the electric start works. The motor most probably will run. So I'll have to dig out a carburetor or either buy one of the China aftermarket and throw on there. But, so, the electric start works, the motor will run. But now look here. Oops! It's missing something. But let me show you. All right. The lady said that something was broke on the motor, something, as she said, was blown out or broken, and they tried to fix it with Bondo. So looky there. Now look at that propeller. It looks almost brand new. But I did notice they have some Gookum Stickum. It's actually Marine Tex. But that to me looks strictly cosmetic. However, that's not. But you can see there's a little piece of Marine Tex there too. But it's not cracked on the surface, so I don't see where that would make a big difference. But there's the Bondo that she was talking about. And I don't see where it's cracked into the oil cavity or anything. So I'm hoping I get lucky with it. But that's the lower unit to that guy. Now, electric start, 15 horsepower. I do have the bonnet. It's so sun bleached it almost looks white, or maybe it is white, I don't know. But anyway, I have a bonnet that fits it. I'll show you that. But first, let me get to this other one. And keep in mind, this is about how I normally get them. Oh my. What do we have here? Well, there's a lower unit. There's a midsection. There's the water pump. The impeller's in there. The plate's there. The bolts are not. That is no big deal. The clamps. Loosey as they can be. The throttle. Free as it can be. Look how nice the paint is on this thing under the hood. And yes, it seems to have very good compression. Yep, this is how I normally get them. She said she would considering throwing them in the dump. And then her husband says, why don't you call that there outboard guy? He may want them for parts. Yeah, I want them for parts. Because I think both of these are going to be good running kickers. So, just a second, and I'll get the hoods. So this one is a Suzuki DT 9.9 0992 107 109, made in Japan. And like I was saying, here's the bonnet for the Honda. There ain't hardly any gray paint left on it, but it was gray at one time. That ain't no big deal. Before starting, check the oil level. Yeah. So, this bonnet's actually in good shape. It's just all the paint peeled off of it. And here's the Suzuki bonnet in real good shape. So, and that's like my other Suzuki 9.9 that came in here under very similar circumstances. I haven't got any decals on it yet. I may not even put none on there, but that's a DT 9.9 as well. A later model, and of course you saw the video of it running. It runs really good. And so now I got a couple of them. And this one, you can't see it. Actually, you can see it. It's got a good shift handle. It's not broke. So I got a lot of work to do on that one, but it's in real good shape overall. It's just been pulled apart, but look how clean and pretty that is. And nothing's froze and nothing's stuck, and I don't see white powder all over it. So and a Honda 4-stroke that will start. I'm going to look over that leg there real good before I do any work on it. Make sure there ain't nothing else that I see with marine text on it, because it looks a little rough right in there, but I don't see any holes gone through it or anything. Just paint scale. Yeah, that's just dirt. That's not a crack or nothing. That's just yuck. And even if that was a little crack, you drill a hole on each end of it, put some JB on it or whatever. But she will fire over. So we know the electrical's working. We know the electric start's working. Yeah. So, like I said at the end of my last video, the one thing I know about my channel for sure is you never know from day to day what is going to pull up out there and come in here. I'm overdue. I guess you could kind of call this little blue. I'm guessing that Suzuki there is around a 78. I guess you could kind of call that a classic, but I'm overdue for one of them. Just out of nowhere, somebody pulls in and says, "Hey, do you want this?" And I look in the back and there's a 1956 Johnson, copper and white, pretty little 5.5 horse or something like that. Now, I'm overdue. I haven't had one of those in a couple seasons, so I'm waiting for that to happen any day. So. But I got these in today. I won't get to these for a little while yet because I'm still looking for my flywheel that has T-finesses on it from my classic Mercury 4-cylinder 2-cycle. I got to find that. And in between all this, I got to do repairs for people. So it has been busy. It has been hopping, and the weather has been much improved. It is beautiful out, and when that happens, the outboards start coming out of the sheds and so forth. So real happy to get these two. Just thought I'd throw up a quick video and show you what popped in here today. Thanks for watching.